Hello, I'm Dr. Frances Pitzilis. I'm speaking about cyberbullying now. Well, we know that texting has been around for a long time, but what has changed? Well, with all the internet access, with Facebook and emailing and other websites where people can post their opinions and views, and apps, they're everywhere, aren't there? Well, we know that about a third of teenagers have been cyberbullied, and I think that part of this is because we know that when someone's anonymous, they can say things that they wouldn't ordinarily say when they were in front of that person, and we know that adults have done that. But why are teenagers especially vulnerable? I think to some degree they're fairly trusting, but also they're on a wide range of internet and online sites and apps on their phones. And cyberbullying can use any form of technology like Facebook, Twitter, cell phones, anything electronic or digital. And sometimes you know who's doing it, and sometimes you don't. Cyberbullies tend to be heavy online users, and we know that girls tend to get victimised more. Cyberbullies tend to have aggressive personality, want attention, and possibly have trouble making friends. As with schoolyard bullies, these people have been bullied themselves, may have had a poor upbringing, and may have been in legal trouble. And the difference between cyberbullying and schoolyard bullying is that you may not know who the bully is with cyberbullying. You may get an anonymous message or not know who the bully is, and that causes anxiety and uncertainty. So what can parents do? Perhaps they can encourage their teenager to use a different name. Perhaps they can stay in touch with their teenager and ask them how things are going, and frequently talk to them about what's happening online with them. It's important to help your teenager to open up, because they're going to feel reluctant to do that, especially if they're very worried or feel under threat. So if the cyberbullying keeps going on, it has to be documented. Try and find the name of the cyberbullying and get attention of school and parents. Sometimes even the bully's family needs help. If the messages are threatening, the police may need to be involved for the sake of your teenager's safety. What else can you look out for? Your teenager might have non-specific or vague health problems like headaches, stomach aches, anxiety or sleep problems. So initial help with the family doctor is good. What can your teenager do? Apart from using different names, ask them to only accept friends who online that they already know. Perhaps when they're using technology, they can make sure that they read the message fully before they post it online, so that they're not going to unwittingly offend someone else. Ask them to imagine how they would feel if they received the message. Ask them to think about whether they need to send that message now or maybe wait until later. Help them to understand that sometimes it's therapeutic to write the message down and then read it and then maybe even delete it. Ask your teenager not to send a message that they're not certain of, especially if they wrote that message in an emotional state. Now that's hard for even adults to do. Once sent, it will be out there forever and cannot be deleted. Now, in addition to that, cyberbullying can even include stalking and sexting. Sexting is the act of sending sexually explicit messages or photographs, mainly between mobile phones. Now, teenagers need to know that they could get into legal trouble with this. So Now you've got the full gambit and you've got some advice. If you're a teenager, it's good advice. If you're a parent, it's good advice for you to share with your teenager.